Good morning, everybody. I was just having some deep thoughts that I wanted to share. I'm out here at the Chopra Health Program. Every Friday morning, I give one of the talks, and when each of us out here give our talks, we tell a little bit about who we are, we give our story, why we're here, and all that good stuff. And during that intro, I focus on my path and specifically how meditation has changed my life. And if you know me, you probably know quite a bit about that. My meditation practice of 25 years has allowed me to heal so many old traumas, as well as having good, vibrant physical health and good mental, emotional regulation, a sense of joy, peace, just all kinds of wonderful benefits. In fact, if I could give any single piece of advice while I'm here this week, or to a larger audience, it would be to meditate, that it will just absolutely change your life in ways that are beyond description. And if you're a religious person, most pastors and individuals such as that who begin a meditation practice describe the way it enhances their religion or their religious practice. And if you're not religious and if you're not spiritual, meditation is powerfully healing for the body, the reduction of stress hormones, the prevention and reversal of chronic disease processes. I can speak on all that, but this isn't the time to do that. Anyway, during that talk, when I am discussing this meditation journey of mine, so I've been meditating for 25 years, and 10 years ago in April, I had the opportunity to go on a week-long meditation retreat. And it was incredible, but the day before I went home, my heart started pounding, racing. I felt like it was beating 150 beats a minute. It felt, I didn't quite know what was happening to me. I certainly do now. I call it my initial spiritual awakening. And I really didn't know what was happening, but one of the easiest ways to describe it is it was as if I was living life. Say you're in an art gallery and you're looking at all the art through a flashlight, and then all of a sudden somebody turned on the lights. And so I saw myself through brand new eyes. It was like I was seeing everything that I'd ever done, been, and said in the world. And it was actually really painful. I call it bathing in my karma. It was like this veil had been torn off and I saw myself completely. And it was really, really difficult. It lasted for a long time. And then I saw the world through new eyes as well. I remember leaving that retreat and seeing a newspaper in the Starbucks, and on the front of the newspaper was this war-torn scene of Syria or some place like that. And there was rubble and there was like children dead on the street, and I was just like, it was like I was seeing the world for the first time. I was seeing, oh my gosh, there's a war on every continent, and child abuse, and you name it. I was just absolutely mortified by the way in which I was seeing the world through these brand new eyes. But the whole reason for this is, I'm kind of rambling, it's because I was talking to a friend the other day, and she said to me, I'm riddled with guilt because I have come to recognize the way I treated X, Y, and Z. And she has been on a healing journey. And I said to her, congratulations. And at first she was kind of like taken aback. And I said, when we begin to heal, as Albert Einstein said, no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. And so there has to be a leap or a jump in your being, in the way you're being. And so when you rise to a new level of being, that often entails seeing yourself through new eyes and recognizing your behaviors, and not to beat yourself up, but to recognize that we're typically doing the best we can do from our level of consciousness. When we meditate and we have contemplation and we have growth, we then kind of like we've been looking at life through that flashlight, and now somebody's turned on the lights, we become painfully and acutely aware of what we've done or our behaviors. And so that's why I said congratulations, because one of the first steps in healing is awareness. We can't heal something if we're not aware of it. And so if you are experiencing this, because I've talked to a lot of people recently who are going through this, it might be, I experience it almost on a weekly basis, where maybe it's a parent and their kids are in their 20s or 30s, and they have all of a sudden become aware of certain things that they did or didn't recognize that their children were absorbing or soaking up their behaviors. And it's a really painful process. But if that's something that you're going through, because I've seen it a lot lately, it's really painful, but it's a really good thing, and it's a necessary thing. We have to see ourselves and have that awareness before we can move to the next level. Now, if a person just continues to repeat patterns over and over again, there's not a lot of growth in that. But the goal is to have that awareness about who it is that you've been or what you've done. Recognize I was doing the best that I could from that level of consciousness, and now I'm aware of that. I'm more aware, and now make new decisions. And this will continue throughout life. It just continues. We become more and more and more aware, and there's more and more growth. So if you're feeling that shame or guilt from the old you, just know that that awareness is the first step in healing. So for whatever reason, I just felt, because I've been seeing this so much, that I wanted to chat about it today. So happy healing, and hang in there. You are doing great. Have a great day.